Hey, what's going on? This is Tom Larkin with Premiere Pro Toots. This is my very first tutorial, and it's actually a request from our Twitter feed. The Twitter user rray__ from Boston has asked, what are the best export settings for YouTube? Now, fortunately for you, Ray, the Premiere Pro really makes it easy to get pretty much anything from your timeline out into any deliverable format that you so desire. Now, we have a little dummy sequence right now. This is actually a music video I shot and released not too long ago from an artist named Young Mystic. If you click below, you can check out the video, and hopefully you can go thumbs up it and share it with your friends. Anyway, we're just going to imagine that I have a fully edited sequence right here, and there's all kind of great stuff, but realistically, it's just one clip from the video. I threw a little color correction on it, and what we're going to do is we're going to go up to File, Export, Media. Now, if you're on a Windows computer, the shortcut key is going to be Control-M. If you're on an Apple computer, the shortcut key is going to be Command-M, and that's going to bring open this dialog right here. Now, I typically, saying typically, I mean I always use H.264. Every once in a while, I'll export the ProRes if my client needs a lossless copy, but that's not very often that's a necessity. So what I do is I twirl open to H.264, and you can check out your presets. And now I have Adobe CS6, so there's going to be a lot more presets than there are in previous versions, but they're all the same. What you're going to want to do is you're going to scroll all the way down to the YouTube section, and there's YouTube SD, YouTube HD 720p, YouTube HD 1080p, then you have SD widescreen, and so on and so forth. What you're going to want to choose is obviously going to be the format that matches your source footage. And if you're wanting to do multiple exports of the same clip, what you're going to want to utilize is something that matches the frame width and the frame rate of your source footage. In this case, the frame rate is going to be 23976, and it is a widescreen clip. So to export my standard definition copy, I'm going to go down to SD 480p widescreen 23976 or 24p, and I'm going to go to my output name. I'm just going to make a folder, and for this sake, I'm just going to put it on a desktop. I'm going to call this rray__ is the man. So I'm going to save that, and I'm going to hit Q, and that's going to bring up the Adobe Media Encoder. And one of the cool things about Adobe Media Encoder is it's going to be able to render in the background and pretty much get everything done while you can still edit in Premiere. And so I have that up here. You can see it's H.264, YouTube SD 480p widescreen 23976, and where it's uploading to. Now, once again, the user interface for Adobe Media Encoder CS6 is going to be a lot different than CS5 and CS5.5, but everything is the same. I mean, all you have over here, and this is what's going to look different, is all your presets. Now, to make this easy, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to enter in Control or Command D, and that's going to duplicate that sequence. Then I'm going to drop down here, and I'm going to go to my presets, and since Ray was wanting HD 720p and 23976, I am going to click YouTube HD 720p 23976. Now I have two different sequences that are going to export, and one's going to be our 480p, and one's going to be our YouTube HD 720p. Now all I have to do is click the play button. Sorry, I missed it that time. And the clip right down here is going to render out. It's going to appear on our desktop when we're ready, and it will be perfectly conformed for YouTube. Now, like I said, the cool thing about Adobe Media Encoder, as opposed to just going up and exporting it natively from Premiere, is it actually gives you the opportunity to go back in, work, start a new sequence, and do what you need to do while this is rendering. Now, depending on your computer, is how much your computer is going to lag while this is rendering, but it still lets you go back through and, like, say you wanted to duplicate your sequence and go add some new color correction to a new sequence just to try something out. Say your client wanted to see a couple different examples of what you have. You could really easily jump in here, and mind you, the render is still going over here. and you can go in and tweak some things out on this sequence. And if your client really, really wanted to look like crap, you could sit here and do this and do that and increase the contrast to an ungodly point and just make it look like garbage. But it's up to your client. Anyways, that's pretty much it. If you would like some more tutorials, be sure to subscribe to this channel. If you'd like this video, that would be awesome. And share it with your friends. If you know someone that edits video, or if you're just getting started, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you also go to our Twitter feed at Premiere Pro Toots, and stay tuned for just about anything. If you have any questions on the spot, if you're editing or anything like that, and you need some on-the-spot support, be sure to tweet at Premiere Pro Toots, and I will answer as soon as humanly possible. Hope you guys have a good day, and thanks for watching my first tutorial.